Hello, guys. Hello, good evening. How are you all doing? Good evening. How are you today? It's another beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Saturday. How are you doing? Let's enjoy King's Day as usual. Yes, guys. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Let's just enjoy King Sonia Day. 2 minutes we start. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Let us know where you're joining us from. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Oh, hi. Oh, hello. Thank you for joining us. It's so cool. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Hello, guys. Hey, Lady T. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you so much, Lady T. How was your weekend? How are you guys? How was your weekend? Oh, yeah. How is your weekend going? How was your week? How is your weekend going? And how was your week? Hey, hello, hello. Sister Tony, if you're there, please say hello. Lady T, love you, sis, love you, love you, love you. Thank you, guys. So good to see you all. I appreciate you. Yes, Sister Tolu, if you're here, say hello. Yes, I have my guest today. Yeah. Oh, thank you, sis. Oh, okay, Sister Tolu is not on Messenger. You might need to help me to call her. My guest is calling me on Messenger. I said to you guys, I have many people who do not know anything about this Facebook. That's my guest. She's actually calling me via Messenger. Yeah. Oh, hey, Mr. Oni, thank you for joining me today. Thank you so much, Mr. Oni. I didn't see you last week. What's going on? Yes, so I think so. We are doing it together. Yes. Yeah. Yay. My guest is already. So I'm going to stop the music. Yes. I'm going to stop the music now so that we can start. My guest is already, she's trying to get me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you. Love you guys. Yes, if you're joining us for the first time, my name is Abisola Oshoteku. I welcome you to every little thing that makes a difference. Last week was fantastic. Last week was lovely. You know, this week we've started in a very lovely platform. And I have to postpone some things to next week because when you are doing a thing like this, it's always good to do something that is relevant to people. I don't just want to say, okay, we have a, you know, like a curriculum, so we'll be strictly with that curriculum. It does not work that way sometimes because sometimes we need to actually, hey, Sister Tolu, I can see you, I can see you. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. I'm just gonna bring my guest on board. Oh, where is she? I saw her now. Okay. Sister Tolu, if you can type hello, so that way I can bring, okay? Okay, I can't see you. Okay. Yes, I want to bring you on camera. Does that, okay? You feel, okay, let me add you. I'm adding you now. I should be able to bring, oh, you couldn't add guest. Why? The person was unable to join because of your technical issue. What? Not my technical issue. I don't have any. Okay, Facebook, don't start again. Do not start again. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try again, Sister Tolu. Facebook is saying technical issue. There's nothing like that here. Okay. He's saying something about audio. Allow the viewer to send you a request. Okay. Sister Tolu, can you send a request? Do you see the option? Do as if you want to type. You will see a green icon, then we'll start. Okay, let me try again. Adding, add. You said I couldn't. Why? Okay. Okay, while we're sorting that out, we're just gonna, last week, I actually get about 3, 4 questions, but I will attend to 3. Yes, I will attend to 3 because I think there's a need for me to actually answer those questions. You know, it's about finance, you know, as we do. I'm here for everyone who care to listen, who care to hear me. So last week, I actually received some message that I actually printed it out so that it would be good to look into it. So while I'm waiting for my guests, I will just go straight into it because I don't want us to waste more time. Okay. So the one question goes like, I, Bisola, this topic on finance is a blessing to me. There is a problem though. I like to save, but my husband don't care about our future or that of the children. He always says to me, government will take care of us, that he had worked so hard before getting his paper in this country. So it's time for him to enjoy the money he has been contributed into the economy. Did you hear me, guys? Did you hear me? Please, if you can hear me, please say yes. If you can hear me, did you hear that? Here is a lady, she is saying that she is very good in saving. I just want to know if the audio is good. Any luck? What did she say? Okay. So it's still saying the same thing. Okay, Sister Tolu, please send the request again. Okay, yes, you can hear me. Thank you. Okay, request send. Send it again. It should give you an icon that will say send a request. You don't need to type. We just say send a request, and I will be able to add you on. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. So here is the lady. So Sister Tolu, you can try to send request again, ma. Okay. It's telling me to bring so many. I don't know why Facebook do this. The one you don't want to bring on camera, it will tell you to bring them on camera. Wow. Saints, can you see it? No. Yeah, she said she has sent it, but I can't see anything. Can you see it with you? I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to connect with my guest is already here. She's here, and she's saying she's sending the request. I can't see the request. I have, but the Facebook is saying that. Uh, okay. Oh, we can't be fixing this every. Okay. Yeah. on camera. She said the audio to probably. Okay. Thank you so much, Sister Kemi, for joining me. I'm trying to bring my guest on camera. The camera. I actually see a request now. Okay. I'm so sorry, Sister Tolu. You guys that you are not used to Facebook, eh? No answer from live video guests. Okay. Can it be your setting? Do you want to help me to talk to her while I'm addressing the question, please? Please, thank you. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Life is so difficult on Facebook these days. I don't know. To bring people on camera, I think some things are going on the background that we don't know. Yes. Okay, trying hard me now. Okay. Thank you, Vicky, for joining us. Thank you, everyone. So the lady who sent a message, she's saying that she actually very good in saving money, but her husband is saying to her, there's no need in them even pursue anything. He just want to enjoy his life, that he struggled a lot in this country to have a residence or to paper. Let me use the word she used, to have a paper. Hi, sis. Hi, sis. Aziza, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. Yeah, that she struggled a lot to have his paper. For that reason, he just want to enjoy himself. He's not ready to do any savings. He's not ready for them to pursue their dreams. And here is a woman who she said she aspired to do so many things, but because of her husband's approach, she could not do anything. Thank you, Auntie Toyin, for joining me. I appreciate you, ma. Yes, today our topic is going in two different ways. I quickly just want to answer our question based on the finance we did last week. I received a couple of questions, but many of it relate, so I just picked three to talk about. So, and today we're going to be talking about, things that have been happening about marriage, cheating, impregnated, so many things. So we'll be so quick about it. So since if you're watching, I just want to say to you, sometimes we don't want to keep our life on hold. And I will never encourage you for that reason, maybe to let go of your husband. I will still say there is a need for you to approach that, your concern. Let your husband know that you desire to, maybe to have a mortgage or to have a beautiful home or whatever it's going to be. You have to express your feeling towards him. As you said you have approached him so many times. Maybe you need a third party to talk to your husband about how you're going to approach that. It's a very difficult situation when one is actually trying to achieve and the other party is saying, I'm okay the way I am, do not stress me. Okay, and somebody said, I am on a minimum wages. It's so difficult to save with this kind of bills I have. This person is saying she is on a minimum wages, on minimum wage. I just want to say to you, as Michael mentioned, and I will quote, he said, regardless of anything you are earning, there is no way you will still see something to save. If you desire, if it's something that you're really willing to save, there is always room. Because come to think about it, regardless of our salary, once in a while we treat ourselves. Let's think about that. If if you really plan yourself, don't forget, I don't know, maybe on a serious debt, as Michael said last week, send me your email, which I've sent you a message. You can send me your email, I will send it to you. The body that you can talk to if you are seriously on a debt. Okay. Oh yeah, I've seen it. I'm having my guest now. Yes, I'm having her. Thank you. Thank you, On. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Hey, sis, come up, come up, come up. Yay! Finally, how are you, ma?
I'm fine. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry because it kept
I know you people that you are not used to Facebook.
I know. That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
the volume is quite low. I think it's just me at this time. It's not even about my guest
Can
anymore.
you,
I
can you
think,
hear me now properly? Is it much better?
yeah, I think
Let
it's
me,
just me.
let me try. Maybe I should put my headphones in too.
My husband is teaching me this. Okay, how is it now?
And I can hear you properly. You're very.
Okay, oh,
Can you
okay,
can
that's
you
good.
hear me? Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
can we see your face a little bit? Yes, I can hear you now.
Can you see my face?
Yes, yes, I can.
Oh,
Yes, here
okay.
we go. You look beautiful as usual.
Oh, so do you.
So
You
good.
look nice.
So good to see you, but thank you so much. It's such an honor for you to
I'm
be here. Yes. So, guys,
here.
here is my guest. Before I continue with the question and answer, as I mentioned to you, we did something on finance, and some people have some questions to ask. So I was just addressing that before we had it in. So, guys, I just want to know, because I'm using earpiece, I just want to know, is it echoing? Is it great? Please say yes if you can hear me clearly and it's not echoing. Echo?
Okay.
Is it perfect from you, from your side, ma? Thank
Yes.
you. It's perfect. So, sorry, our audience, I would like to hear from you. Is it perfect? All right. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. That's good. That's good. So, one of the questions, maybe Statolu, I'm sorry, please introduce yourself, please.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. So my name is Tolu Shonobi.
Yes, my she didn't say it all. She do something. Let us know what you do for a living.
Okay. I lecture. I'm a
Yes,
lecturer in
yes,
higher education,
yes,
and
that's
yeah.
good. Don't let us say the place. She's a lecturer, so it's such an honor to have you, ma. Thank you so much. I'm
Thank
so blessed to have all these wonderful people who support the dream. I'm so grateful. I do not take it for granted at all, you know. So here we are. So as I mentioned on the, somebody was just saying in one of the questions before we actually go into the reason why you're here today, maybe it's part of it. Somebody is saying that she is very good in savings, but her husband is not encouraging in any way. The husband said to her that he has suffered a lot before he has his paper. That was the word he used. He has his paper. So now that he has his paper, I don't know, maybe it's a permanent residency, maybe it's a passport, I don't know. It's a paper. So he said the government have to pay him back because he has contributed a lot into the system. How, what can you say to such a woman?
and that the government owes him a lot.
Yeah,
So
because before he has his paper, he said he has contributed a lot into the system.
mhm,
Maybe probably if you don't have a residency, obviously, it would be on a high tax and
yeah,
all that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
now he's saying, yes, I
Mm.
have it, it's my turn.
Ah, does that mean they shouldn't save money?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. The wife, obviously, she wants to, maybe she's somebody who is ambitious and
Yeah.
all that. And here he has a husband who never cares.
Ah, so is it what I want to know? Is he working? And if he's working, what does he do with his salary? Does he
Salary.
does he just squander it?
Hmm,
Is that
hmm,
what happens? I think something like that takes wisdom. I think the
hmm,
wife should sit him down. They need to have a
hmm.
discussion,
Yes.
heart-to-heart communication, and she needs to let him know that they cannot continue to squander their money like that. If
Hmm,
that's what he does, they
hmm,
have to have saving. They have to be saving.
hmm.
They have to put money aside for rainy days. So they cannot
Yes.
just spend all their money like that. But she has to
Hmm.
sell it to him. She has to make him see the advantages of doing that. Because
Exactly.
without sounding sexist, men can be very stubborn sometimes.
Yes.
Pardon me, all my
Yes.
brothers. I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, but if they feel that this is the right thing and this is it, they may not want to listen sometimes. So sometimes it's good to make someone see the benefit of what you are trying to tell them to do.
Exactly.
So let them understand that what is in need for me, let them understand that part. So what's in need for you? What is in need for both of us? If we're putting money aside, we're saving money for rainy days. Not just that, if they have children, they are teaching their children how to live as well. You know, they're not just eating with all their 10 fingers. So they're teaching their children as well how to put money aside, how to live. And let's just face it, the government does not owe anyone anything. They don't owe you anything. So, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
yeah, thank you so much. That is actually a very good one, because if he is able to look at the bigger picture, I think, you know, the whole thing will change. And I like the way you said the wife, she needs to talk to her. And that was what I said, you know, before I connect you, that they need to invite third party into that, somebody who she thinks that can talk to the husband. You know, people have been saying they don't know how he was able to even get any benefit, because if you're not working, how do you have access to government fund? I tell you, some people are very funny. People know how to do 5 hours work, 10 hours work, and they do it for a couple of weeks. They will stop and enjoy and do another one silly work and go for unreasonable courses just for them. People have their way, to be honest. People have a way. It's just we that we are working, that we're thinking, how can it be possible? Because we are not in that circle.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have the
That's,
mindset. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So, hello, Auntie. Auntie Busola. Okay, it's Busola. Hello, Auntie Busola. Your program is a blessing to her. I have always loved savings, but my husband is the same thing.
Mhm.
It's still the same thing. It's still the same thing. You know. Okay, let me read everything. It's similar, but let me read it. Maybe you will see it from different angle. Yeah. I have always loved savings, but my husband is the problem. He never cares about the way he spends money after he worked so hard. This one is working. He borrowed money to a lot of people and he never paid back. He tell I tell him we should save towards mortgage. He agreed with me, but he did not ready to save. Then I end up spending the money I have saved. I don't know what to do.
You know, sis, as you're reading it, another alternative, the other thing that came to my mind is this. If he likes to spend money, like the way she said, a wise woman builds her home. So she can ask him from time to time, she can ask him for money, not to spend herself. She'll put the money aside. And she will continue to put the money aside for both of them all the time. You know, if he doesn't like to save, so she can be taking the money from him and saving it, and then she can be saving it. It's going to pay off in the future, because there will be a time when maybe he's tired of being a spendthrift, or maybe he's just hard up and he needs money, and then she will come to the rescue, because this is when she'll be able to say to him, this is why we need to save money, but
God bless you.
this is the money I've been putting aside all this while, so she can help him as well.
Yeah, that oh my goodness, that is actually good. I love what you just said now, you know, and I think I need to write a book about my mom. At some stage in my life, I'm going to write a book about my mom. That woman, she's, you know, there's a lot to learn from her. And I love the way you said, the good thing is this man is a very hardworking man. So it's not as if he's lazy. So I think it's just an ability to save that is his problem.
So as you said, that the wife can actually encourage him that you bring the money, I will be saving it. I have a problem though. So I believe the person is going to watch this program. You shouldn't have spent the money that you have saved. That is not wise. I have to say that. That is not wise. When you do that, you are not better off. You just basically do what your husband did. So what you can't do the same thing and expect different solution. No, you shouldn't have spent that savings money of yours. So I want to say to you, if I believe you're going to watch this, because I said I'm going to, answer those questions before we go into today's thing. And I just quickly want to say something to you about my mom. And I like the part you said, maybe later the guy will realize and the money she has been keeping aside will be useful to them. My mom, growing up, I heard, and this is from my auntie. My auntie was saying to me that my dad would bring a sack of money. My mom has said something similar, but my auntie actually break it down. I think my mom didn't have the courage of telling me the whole story. That my dad came in, with a big sack. Those days in Nigeria, people don't really put their money in bank. They bring it home. That huge amount of money, my dad would just give it to my mom and said, just keep it. And my mom, being a businesswoman, she would just go do her own thing. And my auntie was saying to my mom, this man is spending this money on ladies, spending it on musicians. Take this money, go and build a house, buy land and whatever. And my mom at the time said, no, I don't need this money. He gave it to me to keep. So I want him to trust me. I will keep the money. Do you know my dad will take that money until he squander everything, and that repeats itself over and over. Imagine if my mom have yielded to that advice, just like what you said, that one day the man will realize. I can't just imagine if my dad have houses now in their old age, my mom have passed on, in my dad's old age, probably, everything will be so useful. We don't need to be, be the one that will be catered for him financially, So sometimes as a woman, you will be the one to take that bold step, that firm, like, okay, we are doing this and we're doing it together. So I get the part you're talking about. So let's go into the main. Sorry, guys. Yes, as I mentioned to you, a lot of things have happened today. This week, I mean, I don't even know the topic to give this program. Today's topic, I would say marriage is for better, for worse. This is the first time I will be so confused about the topic to actually give the program. So I was saying to myself, should I say for better, for worse? It's about every mess that was being on. 3 different mess was actually on social media this week. And I believe because we are here to discuss issues of life, there is a need. I was actually expecting a man to be here on a different topic, but I felt like there's a need for me to hold on to that, because when things is happening, especially in the social media circle, and we are doing something like this, there's a need for us to pause and address the issue in our own way. I believe everybody have their circle. We don't know who can benefit from this. So the number one thing, this one is about the lady that killed her husband. The husband, yes, the husband cheated. Is an owner of an hotel, if I'm right. He's an owner of an hotel. So they went to Dubai to have a great time. Coming back home, I think she saw a message on the husband's phone or something like that. Anyway, she gets to know that the husband is cheating on her. So she did something. She drugged the husband, and somehow in the event, maybe it was beating him up or while he was sleeping or something like that. The whole thing is the man died.
Wow.
It's so pathetic. Oh my goodness, when I was seeing that and it was all over, the picture of the guy, the way, the sky here, I was like, why? Why? I don't know. Maybe because let me just throw it to you. What could you say? I know cheating is a deal breaker for some people.
For a lot of people.
You cheat, that's it.
Yeah.
I know our answer, if I say should she kill the husband, the answer would definitely be no from you. So what do you think is wrong with such a woman? Or I don't even know.
I don't know. So many things. Number one, I don't want to judge her. I'm not in her shoes, so
Yes.
I don't want to judge her. The only thing I can say is rage, anger is very, very bad. It's evil. At that point, number one, a lot of things will come to play, especially if she's a pious woman, a woman that has herself been devoted to that man and she hasn't been cheating. Number one, you feel betrayed. Number two, you feel cheated. And you feel, okay, now you have to do your own back, something that will hurt the man the way you are hurting. And then you feel, but she went to the extreme. Because now, although the man is dead, she's killed him. She's going to realize that, is it worth her life, her freedom? Because now she's going to be imprisoned. They will imprison her. Whichever country she's in, she'll be arrested and she'll be imprisoned, And not just that, on her conscience forever, she's going to have that she has killed a person. She killed her husband. And in that part of the world, the stigma is not even going to go away. They're going to label her as someone who killed her husband. And where we're from in Nigeria, they're going to be saying, a lot of people will be saying to her, both men and women alike, they'll be saying, what is wrong with her? Is she the only one, the first person that her husband will cheat? Listen, let me tell you, Sister Abby, someone like me, I cannot condone cheating at all. My husband knows that I can't. I always say to him, it's a deal breaker for me, like you said. Because to me, I think it's just the height of betrayal. If you're tired of me and you need to date someone else and you need to go, please talk to me about it and just go. Don't take me for a fool and be cheating behind my back. That's, I don't, so many things must have come into play in her mind, but she shouldn't have killed the person. But now she's done that. We can only pray for mercy. For God's mercy for her, because she will feel really bad.
Yes.
I'm sure she will feel really bad.
Definitely.
But, yeah. And again, another angle to, how to look at it again is the fact that if my husband starts to cheat, that means God forbid, well, but if he starts to do that, what the message is sending to me is, I am tired of you. I no longer find you attractive. And therefore, I'm not going to force myself on him. I won't. Sister Abby, I will simply be on my own. That's what I will do. Because it's true. I may cry, I may be sad for a while, but then I'll look on the brighter side. Come on. I will make sure I look good, because I have to be there for my children.
Yes.
I have to live my own life, a fulfilled life.
Yes.
And a man does not have to be in your life to live a fulfilled life as a woman.
That's right.
So for that, I don't think, one should resort to very, an extreme measure like that and kill someone.
Yes.
That is, I feel my heart grieves for her, honestly.
Yes.
My heart really grieves for her, because, the man is no more to come and defend himself. And then she will start feeling bad. For a very long time, she will feel bad about
it. If not for the rest of her life.
Absolutely. Is it worth it?
It doesn't. Exactly.
Yeah.
When I was reading that, sorry to cut you there, And I was like, does it really worth it?
Exactly.
You know, it's because at the end of the day, you just, it's your freedom. For the rest, if care is not taken, because this guy, she can't even say it's a self-defense or whatever, because this guy was sleeping.
Wow.
You know, self-defense, they could say, okay, both of you are fighting, okay, maybe some years. So this one is actually for the rest of our life.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me read the comments here. I agreed. God help us with our emotions. Our children have lost both. Yeah, the children have lost
both
parents. Exactly.
That's so true.
You know, yeah, it is a very sad story. As one of our audience said there, you know, their children will now suffer, no parents.
Yeah.
You know, guys, I just want to say to us, this is not just a woman, it could be a man. Honestly, man can be like that.
Yeah.
Man could not, women sometimes could feel it. As you said, cheating is a deal breaker for you. You cheat, you go, you are gone. You know, for another woman will say, well, maybe, you know, when I was growing up, my auntie, you know, my uncle is the one that married her. So my auntie, she's an in-law to me. She said, you know, she said my husband, that God has so much blessed my uncle that even if he doesn't look for a woman will look for him. So on that basis, she always forgive my uncle whenever he cheated. You get what I mean? So for her, she sees it as normal. You know, so I will always say that whatever works for anyone's marriage, it works for you. But husband and wife they have to know each other's deal breaker.
Yeah.
Some lady or man will say, the day you lay your hands on me, I'm gone forever. That's their own deal breaker. And some people will say, when you stop caring for me, I'm gone. You know, guys, it does not want you killing somebody or kill yourself.
Exactly.
It does not want it. As much as marriage is beautiful, I'm married. My sister here that is talking, she's also a married woman. As much as marriage is beautiful, it's something that we all love, but it does not want you losing your life for.
At all.
Consider those children that God have used you to bring to this world. And, you know, it's a very tough one. It's a very tough one. We pray that, you know, God will have mercy on her, because the one that is past, that is gone, he has gone to rest. And, you know, I would say she's now the one facing the consequence.
Yeah.
So anger, as you said, anger, please, guys, let's learn how to walk away. Imagine on that day when she saw the phone, maybe she took the phone or break it or something, or just walk away for days. That could have saved the man's life and also our own life as well, because I would say our life is at stake now. You know, so it's a very, very, very saddening, you know, story. No one should go through that. No one, not even a man should do that to anybody, and not even a woman should make an attempt. You imagine if you are the one that gave birth to that man. Imagine that if that man is your son. Imagine the pain the mother will go through. Imagine the pain the whole family will go through. You know, so sometimes before we act, let us think before we do things. Let us think, does it worth it? If you can ask yourself. And I say something, sis, I was like, does that mean I say women are losing their value or their worth?
Self-worth.
Yeah. Self-worth. Does that mean they are losing it?
I think not as such in this part of the world, but I think in our country, Nigeria, the way they look at women who are probably, maybe they are of marriageable age, but they're still single, or maybe they are very mature and they're still single, or they've had, maybe the woman has had a child before and still single. They look at them as if they are untouchables. They are as if there's a taboo on their head. True, God says marriage is honorable. However, the purpose for which each one of us has been created is to glorify God. We're created for his pleasure. Not a woman is not created for a man's pleasure. Neither is a man created for a woman's pleasure. We are created for God's pleasure. Therefore, you do not need a man in your life to validate who you are as a woman. Neither does a man need a woman in his life to validate who he is. As long as you remain in God and you carry on, your own person will come. And if the person does not come, it does not mean you cannot fulfill the purpose for which you have been created.
That's right.
Who says it's only because of marriage that you're created? No. But sometimes the society can make people feel, it can make them feel as if, your life has ended. You are not married. You don't have a man in your life. Therefore, everything is finished for you. And people react to pressure in different ways.
That's right.
It will affect their mental well-being. It will affect their mindset. It erodes the confidence from them. So if someone has a man and then all of a sudden the man is cheating, the woman then feels very inadequate. Inadequate to the point of rage. Yes. To the point that you feel, well, if this man cannot, if I can't have him, then nobody can have him. Therefore, I need to die and he needs to die.
Wow.
It's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate.
Yes. That's true.
It's really unfortunate. It's so sad. I feel like you said, she's lost on a lot of grounds, because even her children, if they're still young, they will grow up to know that story, that their mom killed their dad.
Exactly.
In these situations, only God that can forgive her and turn things round for her. It's really sad. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm sorry. No man is worth that kind of you losing your freedom. No, exactly. No one.
Thank you so much, sis. Thank you, Oluwadara. Oluwadare. Thank you, Oluwadare, for joining us. I can see a couple of people there. Thank you. If I didn't mention your name, thank you, Oluwafumilayo, Komolafe. Thank you so much, sis, for joining us. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight. We are actually talking about, I will just name it now. Marriage is for better, for worse, okay? And if that worse is going to take your life, you need to run. If that worse is going to make you kill somebody, you need to run. So that is what we're discussing today. So we have talked about the lady who actually killed her husband, because he was cheating on her and she could not take it. Then she took the husband's life. So sis, let's move on.
Yeah.
Another one that is trending is about this guy, Sam Oposu. He impregnated a lady, and he gave an open apology that he is sorry. And during my research, I realized that this guy have done it a couple of times.
Oh.
This is not his first time. At first, I actually thought it was first time. So when I was reading it and listening to a couple of people, I just realized that he has a repeated, cheating story. So this one that she was actually pregnant for him, I think the ladies, he actually asked the lady to go and abort the pregnancy. So in your opinion, would you say he actually, sorry? Sorry for, we don't want to judge him, but I was just thinking, because it's just a way of saying, I've said it on this platform so many times, that don't give blackmailer a joy. Anybody that wants to blackmail you, let them go ahead, because they will do it eventually. So I think he pulled a smart one, maybe on his wife or on the side chick. I don't know.
That's a funny one. So he told So he's actually told the woman to go and abort the pregnancy.
Yeah.
What was he looking at? Number one, it was it wasn't his place to tell her what to do about the pregnancy.
I like that.
It was not his place. Now, it took the two of them to create that baby, to make that pregnancy happen. Therefore, it has to be a consultation as well. For him, he needs to consult with her to say, what exactly would you like to do with this baby? Do you want to have this baby? Bearing in mind that I'm a married man.
You are very gentle in that area.
Well, bearing in mind that I'm a married man, but so the lady will then have to say how she feels about it. If she feels, well, I want to keep the baby, and you will look after the baby as well. I know you're married. I'm not asking you to leave your wife. However, we're in this together because you impregnated me. Well, Samuel Posto should have known before sleeping around.
Exactly. And he did not even protect the heart.
Exactly. So he cannot say to her, you have to go and abort it. And if she chooses not to, it's her prerogative as well.
Yes. So, yes. To be honest, I actually like the angle when you said it's not up to him to say to the lady to abort the pregnancy. It's her body. It's her body. It takes two of you to do it. And she can choose that I want to keep it regardless. And somebody is saying that I pity the wife. Marriage indeed, for better, for worse, So now I think the wife has set her fate. And I want to believe that this guy, do you believe somebody who, they always say, once cheated, always cheat, or how did they say it? Do you believe somebody can change, or do you believe in that say as well?
I think I do. Someone once asked me, a colleague once asked me that if my husband was a serial cheater, and I've heard that he has cheated, and if my husband is someone who doesn't cheat, but then has one very serious girlfriend that he's going steady with, that which one would I be concerned about more? I said, if he's a serial cheater, then if he has one extra girlfriend or one extra side chick or whatever, it's not going to make any difference. However, if it's someone that has been committed and all of a sudden he seems to be going steady with one female, with one woman, then that's when you need to be concerned. That's when you need to sit him down and ask him, what is going on? What happened? What led you to this? Because you have been going steady with this woman for so long. So what's the matter? What is happening? Definitely, we're no longer good together if there's another person. But if it's someone who is used to sleeping around, then I think the wife will be, and the wife is happy with that. She wants to sit. She's happy to stomach it and live with him. Then, well, good luck. Good luck to her. Yeah, good luck to her. And she should just, so one extra one will not make any difference.
One extra will not make any difference.
To me, that's what I feel. Won't make any difference. But
yeah, one of our audience said people cheat for different reasons. I just like what you say. What do you say? Let me hear your opinion on that.
On cheating.
Before I comment. Yeah, that people cheat for different reasons. One of our audience actually comments that. What do you think about that?
People say that, and I heard the person. I think to an extent I can agree with that person. However, I have a different view on cheating. Personally, I stand by the fact that we made a vow, not necessarily before parents and the vicar and people. We made a vow before God that it's the two of us. So if for any reason one of you is going to stray, then again, I think it's people take it lightly because they think, okay, it's the man will forgive me, the woman will forgive me. However, you need God's forgiveness, because the marriage union is a sacred and spiritual thing. It's
That's right.
it's a threefold cord with God that shouldn't be broken.
Yes.
Because his word says marriage is honorable and the married bed undefiled. The minute you have extramarital affair, then the marriage bed is defiled. There's a third party in that marriage. Whereas the third party that should be in your marriage should be God. But we take these things, we take it lightly, and we think, well, we need to carry on. Again, this brings me back to Nigeria. Nigerian men just feels that it is the order of the day. You have to look. They have to cheat.
I heard that it's not even Nigerian men now. Even Ghanaians are doing it. I heard from a right source. They said even in Ghana now, the Nigerians have corrupted them. That even in Ghana now, men, they boast of having side chick beside them.
I don't think it's Nigerians that corrupted Ghanaians. They have their own. So let them not blame Nigerians. They shouldn't blame Nigerians at all on that. It's true. No one can force you to do what you don't want to do.
That's right.
That's my stand. But people just feel, yes, cheating should be. I don't know. I can't stand it. I cannot.
Yeah. Someone actually said as well again. They said they say it's men's nature to cheat, and they cheat with women. That even if it's in their nature, somebody say, men are polygamous, or how did they put it? I think so. That and I believe same blood runs in us.
Exactly. There's nothing like that. It's true.
There's nothing like that.
I say to my husband all the time, the same way that men see women outside and they like them and they feel, oh, this woman is good looking. Men, brothers, please listen to me good. Women, our eyes are not glued. Our eyes are not covered with sellotape. We also see good looking brothers, good physique, good dentition, good face, and we look at the man too, and we look at them and man, God did a good job on this guy. We see.
Yes.
But when women can decide to feel, well, I'm married, so therefore, let me flee from temptation. Let me not try to dabble into that. But men, sometimes, they don't, because they feel, well, it's man's nature to cheat. Men, please wake up and smell the coffee. Women can equally do the same.
That's right.
But
and a lot of women are actually doing it now.
Yes.
I to be honest, I've heard it, and I love what one of our audience said. She said, the cheating, let's clear this, is not just Nigerians, that even Boris cheated.
Oh, Boris is a serial cheater.
So it has nothing to do with any Nigerians or Ghanaian. Even Boris, so it's common.
Yeah.
Somebody was saying that when a man, or often we hear that when a man cheats, they will say, oh, maybe you as a wife, you should tighten up, start dressing well, start doing this, lose weight, maybe because you added so much weight, that is why it's cheating, or because you are not that good on the other room, that is why it's cheating.
Yeah. I know they say that they blame everything on women, but what about, you will see sisters, they will go to the extreme. You'll see a sister will go to the extreme and they'll be so slim because they are trying to please one man. They are trying to please one pot-bellied man, because it's true. Because the man would not make any efforts to change the way he looks. He just feels, by the virtue of the fact that God made him a man, therefore, yes, he's got everything going for him. Whereas because you are a woman, well, you've gained weight a little. So listen, when you marry someone and you've been married for a few years, even if it's 5 years or 10 years, both of you will change physiologically. Your body will change, especially when the woman has been having children as well. Her body will change. Even the aging process will change the body. So there is no way you can remain the way you were when you were in school, when he met you or when she met you. So, but the woman is still making every effort to look good. For men, they will. Let me tell you, Sister Abby, there is no excuse for it. A man that will cheat will
I
cheat.
believe that 100%.
Yeah, there's
no
excuse
excuse for anyone to cheat at all. You know, I was saying this to my husband. I said, when, God forbid, if I cheat, the marriage is over.
Same. I tell my husband that.
I said, whatever that makes me take a step,
look outside.
Look outside or just forget it's over. It's not even a mistake. My mind is made up.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of, oh, somebody tried to charm me, somebody tried, it's deal done. Like,
absolutely.
you know, because I believe that you're doing it. This is not boyfriend and girlfriend thing. This is, you know, marriage is not about you anymore. Children are involved.
Yeah.
Your family are involved.
Yeah.
A lot of things are involved. So if you try to go that way, I know it's easier for some men or women to do it and it's just part of them and have one night stand, whatever stand they want to call it.
Yeah.
But for me, if it happens, it's over.
Yes.
You know, so God forbid, you know, all these things, one should be very careful. It's not about men alone, women too. You do see a nice, good looking guy, like, you know, like, oh, this look, we are not blind, as you said.
Exactly.
You can see a good thing when you see it.
Yeah.
So, and some will even have the boldness to come to you. So it is up to you to, you know, to fall for it. It's just on this program that I do. I've mentioned it so many times. A lot. So I could choose to say, oh, because I need the crowd, or just flirting around, oh, they can't see me, I'm not seeing them. Let's just flirt around. You get what I mean? So so many things to actually, is not this cheating we're talking about. It's not just about man alone, women too have the ability to do it. And I tell you, if women want to do something, they do it well.
Yeah.
They do it well.
Do you know one thing? I always say to everyone who knows me that if there are some people I have a burden for, they'll be like single people. Although I'm married, but I do empathize with single sisters, especially the ones that are mature. Number one, no woman should feel that they have to cheat, or you know this man is married. So when you know the man is married and he has no intention of leaving his wife, but you still feel, well, I don't mind being the side chick. Sisters, I submit to you, you are shortchanging yourself. Because the scripture tells us that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. So if you look at yourself, that you're fearfully and wonderfully made, why would you want to settle for somebody else's cast down? Why?
I love that.
Not at all. Why would you want to be lying next to a man that you know that within the next 20 minutes is going to get off and go home? And go home.
We are more than that. We're better than that.
What? Exactly. We're better than that. We're better than that. So if anyone is like a single sister and you feel you're still believing God to get married, then by all means, keep believing God, keep praying to God, and carry yourself with dignity.
Yes.
And that good man will look for you and find you. You do not need to be going about with someone else's husband. No need.
I love that.
Because that person isn't yours. You know, even if I always say, I don't want to be, to be someone's second fiddle. Never.
Exactly.
Exactly. So
and that is where I'm actually going. I like that you're going in that direction. Sister Chi, I sight you there. Oh, Auntie is back. Hey, Auntie Pat, I see you. Love you, Auntie. Welcome back. You know, Sister
Welcome,
Chi
Auntie.
is saying there now that, you know, marriage destroy a lot of things. Sorry, cheating destroy a lot of things that, you know, not just you guys alone, but also the children as well. That
Yeah.
if you think you have to cheat, that sometimes it's even better for you to just, you know, go to
Go
avoid
just
just what you said,
yeah.
that if your husband chooses to to cheat, it's better to just leave than to do that. There is no one, you know, as Sister She is saying, that you cannot tolerate that. And I can hear from Auntie here, some sisters just want to have children before childbearing time is past. They are just looking for sperm donors. Hey, that's a deep one as well, sis. That's a deep one.
Yeah, then they can go to the sperm bank. Yes. We're in the 20th, I mean 21st
This
century.
is serious. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to laugh. This is actually serious. Yeah.
They can go to the sperm bank where, you know, the donor is anonymous. You don't know the donor. Then there is no question of you interfering into someone's marriage, because if a man has impregnated a woman outside of her home, of his home, he has a duty to look after that child. He has a duty to look after the child, because it's not that child's fault that you brought that child into the world. Therefore, you have a duty to look after that man. And if I'm the person's wife, I don't want my husband to go for school sports day with that child and that woman. The home is already divided. Like Sister Chi said, the trust is broken. You might as well just go and marry that person and be with the person. True. So if you're thinking, okay, you want to have a child before you reach you're over the childbearing age, then to me, I don't think there's anything God cannot do, because God knows the future. He knows everything. If that is God's purpose for you to have a child before God's childbearing age is over, you will have it. You will have a child with your own person, your own man.
That's right.
You do not need to go and date someone else's husband because you feel that means you're being selfish. You're only thinking about yourself. You are not thinking about that child.
That's
because
true.
it will come a time, if that man decides not to leave his wife and he asks forgiveness from his wife, and his wife says, okay, all right, I forgive you this time, as long as you don't do it again. And then every time the child has parents' evening, it's only the mom the child is going to be seeing. The dad is not going to play an active role in the child's life. Then, as a woman, you're selfish. You're thinking about yourself alone. You're not thinking about how it's going to affect that child.
I love that.
So
that's a very valid point. It's selfishness, because you just want to have a child. You didn't consider what the child will feel after giving birth to him or her. That's a very deep one. You know, I really like that. You know, someone is saying that, oh, some people cheat in some countries, some ladies or whatever, cheating is happening because of their poverty, you know, so that they will use it to raise money. That's why they cheat on, you know.
So they're using what they have to
to get what they need. So we are moving towards the end now, which another big one, and luckily you have actually mentioned something similar, you know, like you should know your worth, you know, don't be selfish. And that is the next one I'm going now. Is another one that happened again this week. This week, 3 things happened. Sam Okosu, the lady that killed her husband, and Mercy Aigbe. Actually, Mercy Aigbe make it known that the husband that she got married to now is not the family's friend, that is not the ex-husband friend. But the ex-husband is claiming that the man is actually his friend, that that man is a friend to the family. So we don't know who to believe. But we are not here because of them. We just want to learn from this. As I mentioned earlier, everybody have their own crew. So we just want to learn from this.
Yeah.
What would you say, and Solu, that if maybe somebody suspects that your let me say, as a man, you suspect your wife, as Gentry, or what does that guy call himself, ex-husband of Mercy Aigbe, he suspected seriously. I think that was what led to the domestic violence, beat her up and all that she is sleeping around. And that guy now posted, the ex-husband now posted a picture and said, this is what I'm talking about, when people were blaming him that the wife had been cheating with this guy even when they were married. So as a couple now, if there is any suspicions like that, what should one do? Maybe it's your wife that is suspecting you are sleeping with one of her friends, or is the husband that is suspecting. What should be the action for that?
They should communicate about it first and foremost.
Yeah.
They should talk about it, because what brought that on? Because when you start accusing someone, to say, has the man given you any reason to feel that he's cheating? Or has the woman given you a reason to doubt her as well, to doubt her fidelity? Then there has to be a discussion. You need to talk about it. You need to be able to establish the truth. So, are you seeing this person? Are you seeing this person? If there's one person in particular that you feel, they seem to be seeing, then you need to talk about it. And then whatever explanation you're giving, take it. Unless you have a reason. I always say, I don't mind hiring a PI, a private investigator, to follow the man about. If I feel you're
this is serious.
If I feel you're cheating on me,
I am an investigator. Like, come on, follow him.
Follow him around. If I feel you're cheating on me, and I've asked you, and I've asked, and you're saying no, you're not cheating, but you're still doing the thing is, if you're in a committed relationship, you're in a committed marriage, and you're very devoted to one another, you will know the minute one of you starts to cheat.
That's what somebody said to me.
You will know straight away. Yeah, you will know. Because if you're in one mind with each other, you will know when someone starts, even before they even start to sleep with someone else. Even if it's spending so much time in someone else's company, unhealthy hours in someone else's company, you will know that attention is divided. If you're together, you will know straight away. And cheating is not until someone sleeps with another person.
Exactly.
Even going to someone,
your mindset.
Your mindset, and divulging you enjoy someone's company so much. You've now become someone that does not want your wife to listen to your conversation. When you want to talk to this lady, you take the phone somewhere and you go and be talking, and you enjoy that person's company. You have started cheating.
Yes.
Because the way Jesus Christ defined adultery in the Bible, he said, if you look at a woman lustfully, and it goes the other way as well. If a woman looks at a man lustfully, you have already committed adultery in your mind, because it's in the mind. So if you take it further by thinking, oh, I'm going to work tomorrow, and X and Y is in my office, therefore I have to wear my backless top, and
so that you can notice
you know in your heart that
you're cheating.
That top you are wearing, it's not because you want to look good for your husband, or you want your wife to think you look good. It's because there is that person in the office that you want them to notice you. Adultery has started. Adultery has started. You've already started committing adultery.
Wow.
So it's not until you say, oh, I haven't slept with anyone. Oh, true. You haven't slept with anyone. But what about the time that you said you were going for office socials, and you know at the office socials, this person is there, and you know the kind of conversations you have with this person, you know? So, I mean,
that's a good one. Yeah. And someone is saying that it could be spiritual too. You have to discern too, you have to, that what is going on. Some friends, they are not even happy that you are happy. They don't want that marriage. I have seen somebody who actually, get back. How will I put this? A man impregnates a friend's husband, impregnated her. They have 4 children together now.
That's not her friend.
4 children together. Now she divorced the man. She scattered the home, achieved what she wanted, and let go of the man. So sometimes we have to, when this Mercy Aigbe thing come out, myself and my husband were just chatting about it. I said, this guy have been screaming when they were married together, and all that. So now that it happened that the guy actually married his wife or his ex-wife, he was like, yes, I said it. I'm not crazy. I knew something was not right, and we're talking. My husband said the action should be that family has to be separated regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless, if there's any suspicion, if my wife said to me, I am not too happy about what is going on, are you sleeping with my friend or whatever, that regardless, that separation has to come between that friend or the family. It has to be.
Yeah.
Like, because for the reason to bring any suspicions into your marriage, and your wife or your husband is not comfortable about it, that we're not going to sacrifice our family based on any suspicion. We don't have to be friends or whatever with that person forever. It has to be the end.
Yeah.
But some spouse cannot take. I can imagine if Mercy Aigbe's ex-husband took that action and say, this man, you are not going to have any business with him again. I don't ever want to see you with him or his family. Let the relationship be, because sometimes we need to take that firm decision.
I agree with you.
Based on our own family, whatever as well, So that's a good one. Boundaries, very important. I believe so too. The thin line is between cheating and. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Yeah.
Between cheating and
the thin line between cheating and honesty. Yeah.
True.
That's very true. Yes. And finally, I'm going to let you go now. Finally, imagine your wife or your husband walk up to you and just say to you that your friend, I think I'm crushing on your friend. I think whenever she comes to our home, I don't know. I can't just stand it. I remember I watched one Christian movie like that. They are a young couple, and the man get lost over the wife's cousin. But now let me just ask my own question. And just your husband or your wife just walk up to you and said, each time your friend comes to this house, it seems I'm in love with him or her.
Love.
What do you think that one should have such a conversation?
I'm all up for honesty in marriage, communication,
Holy Ghost fire.
Being very honest with one another. Again, that one. Well, I wouldn't want to say love. Perhaps lust with that person. That's not love, because
the only person you should love is your wife.
Exactly. Yeah, and not just that. If you actually understand the meaning love, you will know that if you're lusting after the friend, the impact of that on your wife will not be. So that's not love at all. However, what I will just ask him one question if he says that to me. So I will say, what is the way forward? Do you want to move ahead with her? Because Sister Abby, like I always say, I do not ever want to be anyone's second fiddle.
Woo!
No.
I like that.
So
That's deep.
the minute you start saying, oh, I like this person, I just can't resist her, I feel I'm out. Have to go ahead with her. You understand? Even if I'm going to be licking my sores somewhere else, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. That's me.
What if you think I have to fight? You know, they believe you have to fight for your pain.
Well, I don't know. If
somebody say love is powerful, you know, how would he feel if she says the same? You know, if the husband, okay, is the same, yeah. How would you feel?
If the only time that I can feel, okay, maybe you have to ascertain yourself, you have to fight, you have to make them know that this is my territory and nothing can take me away from here. If there are times that maybe a man could be weak and the woman is coming really strong, and it could be the other way around as well, where the woman is weak and the other man is really coming on strong and is not even regarding the husband or the wife and thinking, you know. So such times, then the other spouse needs to take a stand. Say, excuse me, don't think I haven't noticed what is going on here. Do not think I haven't noticed what you are trying to do, but let me just tell you, and let me tell you clearly. And then you make your stand. You let them know. This is after you and your spouse when you must have discussed it properly, because you and your spouse always need to discuss well. There has to be that very clear communication between both of you, so you understand each other at every point to know. And then you tell your spouse, this is what I'm going to say to this man. This is what I'm going to say to this woman. Okay? Not when the spouse comes to me to say, I just don't know, I can't help it. I will ask the question, do you really want the person? If you want the person, if he says no, but then I'll say, okay, I will help you. Because I will talk to my friend and I will say, you know what?
Yes.
Give us space. Don't even come round. You know. So
someone is saying that you can fight, but if they want to do it, they can do it without you knowing. They can still do it behind you.
Yeah.
So if I believe, I think this happens it could happen. It depends on the relationship, and it's a crush anyway. You know, they are not dating. It's a crush, and crush could lead. Husband and wife, you started somewhere. Crush leads to you now become husband and wife. You admire each other at first, and now you are husband and wife. So when you're crushing on somebody, it could lead to anything.
Sister Abby, before it even gets to the stage of marriage between them, if you're crushing on someone, you can imagine if there is something, maybe you've been asking your husband that, I like when you cut your hair in a certain way. And your husband feels, no, this is the style I like to cut. And then all of a sudden, he just starts to cut his hair in that way that you said, just because that crush, that's what they want. That's very annoying. That's betrayal. Because you're feeling, well, this is how that lady likes to see your hair. So you're cutting that hair. It's not because your wife likes it, but because that's what that woman wants to see. See?
So can you? So in other words, should you tell your husband, or should you, if you think you have a crush, should you even tell your husband or your wife, or you should just allow the feelings to die in you and work at it?
Well, I think initially, if you feel, because that can easily happen. Someone that is coming around you and you're seeing, maybe you get to know them well. You could start developing some kind of affinity, likeness for them.
Yeah.
So, but if you notice that this is getting stronger, then you need to have that conversation with your spouse. You need to have that conversation. And then the two of you can fight it together.
Together. I like that.
Yes.
It's
Because
good
if
to
you,
fight it together if you
that's
think,
right.
because some people can actually see the weakness.
Yes. And
You
then they'll
know,
play on
some
it.
people can notice your wife is weak or your husband is weak. And they know that the more they persist, and if it's not open, there's possibility for them to do it.
Yeah.
But if it's something you have, I remember my back in Ireland, my pastor back in Ireland, he actually, before he became Christian, he said his weakness is actually woman. And he said to his wife that now I'm a born again Christian, but before I became born again, these are my issues. Please never allow me to go into any woman's house by myself or whatever. He actually begged the wife that if I'm talking to a lady, as in often, cut the conversation, do everything to protect me, because he said he actually asked God that, are you sure you call me? Because how can I deal with this kind of weakness?
Yeah.
You know, he identified and is not ready, he's not willing to let anything happen to his marriage. And he said to his wife, and you will never see him go to any member's house by himself.
Yeah.
It's either you come with a crowd to your house or with his wife or with 2 or 3, you know, you will not see him in a compromised situation.
Yeah.
And he make it stand known. When they transfer him to our church, he make it stand known. He said, as a single person, as a married person, please do not come to my office by yourself. Somebody came to their house. This woman, her cleavage was out. He gave them wrapper to use wrapper before talking to him.
Yeah.
You know, so I see the angle. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean,
yeah.
If anything is going to make you fall into temptation, then you have to avoid it by all means. Yeah.
Yes,
I do, you know, when you're able to open up to your spouse and say, this person, this is the feeling I'm having, I think it builds trust.
Yes.
I think it shows that you're a person of integrity and you're still fighting for what you have with your spouse.
Yes.
That's why you're saying that. And it's a cry for help as well.
Yes.
So
yes.
I think it's good. You should open up and say.
Yeah.
Don't think
I believe so too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you. It's been a long. That's good. Yeah, we just spent 1 hour now because we used few minutes to be going back and forth with the technology.
Yeah.
We use back and forth. So I really appreciate you guys for joining us. People have been coming in and out. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. I appreciate all the comments, and you know, I can't do it myself. You know, you guys, you're wonderful. Yes, we did another week together. I'm so grateful. Please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you doing? Come on, guys. Please support your girls. Subscribe. You know, sometimes when we are talking like this, it sounds so simple. It sounds so easy. It sounds as if we're chatting. But someone who is in the boat, it means a lot to them. You know, I have seen so many people coming into my DM and say some things that I feel like crying, that I feel like, oh my goodness, what is going on? You know, so guys, what we are doing here, I'm glad every one of you know that it's not a joke. This is real. This is real. Whether if you know anyone who is going through this, please share it with them. They are not in that boat alone. Let them know you worth more than what you think. Nothing worth dying for. Nothing worth dying for. So don't kill somebody. Don't kill yourself. You know, let's be strong. All right, guys. So I love you all. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for all your comments. Sorry, sis, do you want to add anything before we finish the video for tonight?
I just want to say that thank you for having me.
Oh, and thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to us and commenting. And again, for me, it's a learning curve as well. Because we say these things, sometimes things come out of your mouth. You're thinking at the same time speaking, and you're listening to you as well and to others, the comments. So it's a learning process for me as well. So thank you for the opportunity to be able to learn here again tonight. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma. I appreciate you. God bless. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful time. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your week, please. And have a wonderful week ahead. God bless. And thanks. Bye for now. Thank you.